This is the initial assessment video submission for Kristen Lees. Terry, age 35, presents to speak with a social worker today in regards to an issue that she has been having at home. She is married to Eric for 4 years. They have 2 children, Annalise, who is 3, and Josiah, who is 2. Terry feels very overwhelmed, like she does not have a support system in the house, and feels like she is turning towards drinking as a way to cope with the stress and anxiety of raising her family. The skills that I will be demonstrating in this video is motivational interviewing with solution-focused questions, including the miracle question and a scaling question. And we will begin. Hi, Terry.
Hi.
Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to go over a little bit about our agency. I'm sure you saw the flyers in the waiting room.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important that we go over confidentiality so you feel that your information is safe. So what we talk about stays here unless I feel that you're a harm to yourself or to someone else.
Okay.
Occasionally I'll take notes and I'll write things down that I feel are important and I don't want to miss.
Mm-hmm.
Those notes are also considered confidential.
Okay.
The one thing I do want you to know about, though, is here at the agency, we have something called Focus on Supervision. So what that means is I meet with a group of my supervisors and we discuss our cases, case plans, case goals, and how they're moving forward. So at that point, I will be speaking about some information that could be intimate and private to you, however, stays confidential with them as well.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fine.
And that's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So I went over your assessment a little bit, and I think I have an idea of kind of what's going on, but I want to hear from you what brought you in to speak to me today.
Basically, the bottom line is I've been drinking a lot more at night. I've been having more wine than usual, and I'm starting to feel like it's becoming a problem, and I don't want to turn to that. I've been married for a short amount of time. You know, it's been really crazy and hectic. My husband and um, I got pregnant. We got pregnant, had Annalise, got married, had Josiah right away. So everything has just been in fast motion ever
Okay.
since, and there hasn't been a chance to really him and I to get to know each other,
Mm-hmm.
let alone raising children. And I don't feel like he supports me. I feel like I'm just never stopping. Um, and when we try to talk about it, it becomes an argument. It's we're just not getting anywhere. And by the end of the night, when there might be time, he wants to go to bed. So it's just, I can't win. And I just am finding myself going to other um, alternatives that aren't healthy.
Okay. And from your initial assessment paperwork, your husband's name is Eric, right?
Yes.
And for total, you've been together for 4 years.
Yes.
Yeah, so I agree. That's not a lot of time to get to know somebody before you're kind of thrown in the situation that you guys are in.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with that. Okay. And you said Annalise is 3?
Annalise is 3, Josiah is 2.
Okay.
So that tells you how fast
Yeah.
everything was happening.
And you're a stay-at-home mom?
Yes.
Okay. And what does your husband do?
Um,
Well, it says here that he's an electrician.
oh yes,
Okay. All right, that's okay.
I'm so spent.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. So I hear from you that there's a lot carried on your shoulders.
Yes.
Would I be correct in saying that?
Yes.
Right. And that's where a lot of your overwhelmed feelings are coming from.
Right.
Maybe you feel like there's a lack of support.
Right. Eric feels as though he's doing his job in his man role, in his husband role by doing what he's doing.
Okay.
But it, I need more emotional support. I need it. It's more than that.
So if I were to say that you're the caregiver to the kids, primary 24/7, would I be correct in saying that?
Yes.
Okay. So there's something that I want to ask you, and it's called a miracle question. And what that does, it kind of allows you to open up your mind to how a situation could possibly be, because sometimes when we get stuck in a rut, we can't see past it.
Mm-hmm.
So the miracle question is formatted in such: if you went to sleep tonight
Mm-hmm.
and you woke up tomorrow and a miracle happened overnight,
Mm-hmm.
what's the first thing that you would notice that would be different for you?
I would, my husband and I would be able to talk. We would be able to communicate. Um, he would help me
Okay.
with the responsibilities. Something even as simple as just a morning routine, just the kids being able to maybe sit down and have breakfast.
And what does a good morning routine look like?
And like in my mind, if I could have it
Yes,
my way,
if you could have it your way, what does that morning routine go for you? How does that go?
it would be that we would wake up and my husband maybe could get breakfast started while I get the kids ready,
Okay.
or vice versa. It would just be both of us, being a partnership in the role of getting them changed, getting them dressed, maybe changing diapers while someone else is getting breakfast on the table.
A joint mission, so to
Yes,
say.
right.
Okay. And what else would the day look like?
Well,
How are
they're
the
not.
kids' behaviors?
They're all over the place. I mean, there's no consistency. I try to discipline, but it's not. There's a lack of.
Okay.
So it would be. They're not in school. They're with me. So um, an ideal day would be that there would be more structure. I could have support with more structure
Okay.
and just the strategies and the resources to um, keep them more focused and just on a schedule, more structured for
Okay.
them.
Um, Within the past, let's say, month or two, have you ever had a day that resembles your miracle day at all?
Um,
And it's okay
well,
if you didn't. It's okay
yeah,
if you didn't. But
there was one day where Eric didn't go into work because he wasn't feeling well. So he was home that day. And there was some time where he did actually play with Annalise and Josiah for a good amount of time. And it was nice because I was able to get a shower and, eat a sandwich. And it was a nice snapshot of what it could be. But it was just because he was homesick. It's not something that happened all the time. Other than that, there weren't any other.
okay.
But it was a nice moment.
Okay. Okay. Um, so let me ask you another type of question that we use to kind of gauge where we are working towards our goals. And it's called a scaling question. And it's exactly what it sounds like. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll ask you. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being there's no possible way I'll ever have that miracle day, and 10 being I think it could be a possibility,
Mhm.
where would you think you are?
Today, right now,
Yeah.
maybe a 4, a 3 or a 4.
Okay. So not really too high on the scale. So we
Mhm.
have a lot of changes that we need to put into motion. Now, also in your assessment and when you were first speaking, you noted that you're starting to drink a little bit more
Mhm.
as a way to cope.
Mhm.
Um, and you coming in here and saying to me that that's not what you want to do shows insight. And to me, that's the most important thing that you could have, because you're being proactive by coming in and speaking with me and kind of putting everything out on the table and saying, this is where I'm at and I want help.
Mhm.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think Eric would come in and speak to me? Have you talked to him about these concerns at all? Do you feel like you could talk to him?
I've mentioned it, but he doesn't take me seriously.
Okay.
He just thinks it's another emotional outburst or whatever. But I have mentioned it. I don't know if I don't know if he would take it seriously. I would
Okay.
like for him to, um, but I'm not sure.
Okay, and that's fair. So maybe right now we'll just work on maybe putting some changes in the home for you. Maybe we can come up with a schedule for the kids that we can start implementing. Maybe we can make some adjustments to your morning routine that can maybe make that a little bit easier for you.
Mhm.
And maybe as the time goes on and those adjustments start changing, maybe we can see some changes between you and Eric as well. If not, maybe that's a conversation that you and Eric can visit
Mhm.
at a later date.
Mhm.
So let's work on some of our short-term goals
Okay.
that we want to have hopefully accomplished by the next time we meet, which I think we should probably meet on bi-weekly right now.
Mhm.
If you feel you need more time, we could definitely do that.
Mhm.
But I think bi-weekly right now is good. So my idea for you would be for you and I to maybe sit down and maybe create a schedule that would work for your children during the day, which includes a designated snack time, maybe different play areas around the house that they can go to, start getting them on a designated sleep time.
Mhm.
Do you think that would be beneficial to you?
Definitely. I would like to see more structure because it's just too chaotic.
Okay, okay. And also some changes, I think, to the morning routine could possibly help to start your day off on a better foot all around.
Mhm.
So maybe one idea that you can do if they don't really want to eat their breakfast is maybe give them a choice between two different options.
Okay.
Sometimes we find that if a child can make their own decisions, they feel a little bit empowered, like they have some control,
Mhm.
and they're not always being told what to do. And sometimes they'll take that initiative and kind of run with it.
Mhm.
So maybe we can start implementing in the morning time, giving them two different choices between a bowl of fruit and a bowl of cereal. That doesn't have to be anything complicated, and have
Mhm.
them choose which one they want to eat.
Okay.
So that's something that you can try too.
Mhm.
Another good thing I think for you, and you can let me know if this is something that you'd be interested in or not. Here at our agency, we have women support groups, and we have a moms group that comes every Thursday.
Mhm.
And it's just moms. They come around. They don't bring the kids. So maybe if Eric could find 2 hours that night to watch the kids, or if you could have another family friend or a family member come over. And they just bounce ideas off of each other. They kind of have a chance to just get things out in the air and they're not judged.
Mhm.
Um, I have a lot of moms who really enjoy the group. If that's your type of thing, we could set that up for you as well.
Okay. I'd like to try it because I think if I show Eric that I am serious, maybe he'll start taking me more seriously.
Okay,
So yeah, I would do that.
good. Well, I feel like with our visit today, we've made really good progress. And I think we have a really good track of where we're going to go.
Mhm.
And I'm looking forward to seeing where this is going to go.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming in.
Thank you. Thank you.